Okay, it's time for lesson 9. Here we go. So we've, I guess, a quick overview. We've done our opening bidding and responding, statement transfers, one no trump forcing in lessons 7 and 8, which brings us to 2/1. Um, I think that this is really one of the easier lessons, I guess I want to call it. Um, I the beginning. In bridge, when I start out with lessons, I teach people what an opening hand is. What should you start the bidding with? And in 2/1, the depth, you don't do a 2 level bid over a 1 level bid. Okay, so um, it's these examples. One spade, the 2 level bid would be 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, or 2 hearts. It doesn't count a jump. 1 heart, it would just be 2 clubs and 2 diamonds, and 1 diamond, it would be 2 clubs. 1 club, there's not a 2 level bid without a jump. I do see this get confused for early adopters. A jump, it means different things. Okay, so if you go from 1 club to 2 hearts, many people are playing that as a really weak bid. Otherwise, you can also play it as a really strong bid, but it's not, the definition of it is not opening hand or better and hearts. All right. So you can decide with your partner which way you want to play it, as weak or strong. But 1 club, 2/1 does not have it does not constitute a jump. Okay. So it's really only these 3, 5, 6 different bids will give you a 2 level bid over a 1 level bid. And in standard American, 2 level bid is 10 or more. So it's a slight difference. It's a little stronger, but the communication, I think, is important. The distinction between the points is different because when you have opening hand versus opening hand, you're now committing to going to game. Okay, because that's basically enough for game or better. So you're able to take your time, communicate. Um, you don't have to find out, does partner have 10 or do they have 14? You know what I mean? The responder, you know you're going to game, so you don't have to worry about getting past, below the 3 no trump. Okay, so I think that's a big advantage. And in the last 2 lessons, we covered how 1 no trump is not, in standard American, not 6 to 9 anymore. If you play this system, it's 6 to 11. Okay, so you have a little bit bigger range, but I think this couple point difference is worth doing. You can make your own mind up about that. But 2/1 became popular with a lot of pros back in the 70s, and then it became mainstream, late 90s, where it's probably the most popular bidding system out there right now. But anyway, I like it, I teach it, and I play it. So those are your 2/1 bids. Again, the definition of 2/1 is a 2 level bid over a 1 level bid. Partners open, there's not interference. So again, this is just you and I talking, or the opponents haven't interfered. If they've interfered, it changes things a little bit. Your 2/1 bid would be a little bit lighter then and go to the 10, but a 2 level bid over a 1 bid will show opening. I was going to open as well, partner, and then here's my longest suit. Okay, so partner has 12 plus high card points. Opening hand, some people count length, some people count shortness. However, whatever you would open with, that's what your response is. Okay. You can responder. So this is one little important thing here. You can only bypass a 4 card suit. Okay, so if partner opened a heart, for example, and you have 4 spades and 5 clubs, or in this case, he's giving an example of 4 spades and 5 diamonds. It's okay to go to 2 diamonds and then bid spades later, which actually is a better description of your hand. However, if you didn't have opening hand, you can't go to the diamonds first and come back to the spades, because then you'd be telling partner you have opening hand. So if you do have opening hand or better, certainly describe your distribution so partner can accurately assess what you have. Okay, so you can go past the 4 card major even if you have a longer minor, if you have opening hand. If you do not, you just bid your spades. Okay. So, and then the other little caveat is that we play that if you are going to go from if partner opens a spade, okay, and you bid 2 hearts, we're going to promise that you have 5. So it's kind of like a 5-card major. Again, the way I remember it, it's the same thing I would have opened. I would have opened a heart because I have a 5-card major. The deal is transportation or distribution wise, you should have, if you have a 4-card heart suit, you'd have a different 4-card suit to bid up the line. Because remember, you basically don't have spades with partner probably. Okay. So you bid your equal, you bid your 3 and you bid your 4-card suits up the line as a responder, like you would if you're bidding at the 1 level. Okay. And then the opponents, the only bids they can be doing is passing for this sequence to be on. All right. So 2/1, again, opening hand versus opening hand. You tell partner right away we're going to game. So opener second bid really are this kind of the same as it's always been. If you have a 6-card, your opening suit was 6 cards or longer, you can rebid them to show, show the length. I play this for minors as well. So if it happened to be 1 diamond, let's say 2 clubs by partner, 2 diamonds would be a 6-card diamond suit. Raise partner suit. If you have 4-card support in whatever suit partner picked, that's great. I want you to tell partner. A lot of people like to go to no trump here. And as big a fan as I am of no trump, I want you to support their suit because it's possible they have 6 in the suit. It's possible that's your slam suit. So if you have 4-card support in a suit they bid, or 3 cards, because partner promised a 5-card suit if they bid hearts. Okay, so but if you know it's an 8-card fit, go ahead and tell partner about it. You can still go back to no trump later, but because remember, we're taking our time in this bidding sequence to find the right contract. You can bid a different suit. You can bid a different 4-card suit again to show your distribution. And if you don't have either of those things to tell partner about, generally your bid's going to be to no trump then. So you can't have a 6 in your suit. You can't support the responder suit. You don't have a second suit. You'll just bid no trump. Okay. Responder second bid. It just kind of goes naturally from there. If partner rebid the suit, their suit now 2 is enough to support. You have their second suit. It's just like I said, it's all natural. There isn't any artificial bids. You're just talking with partner, trying to find the right fit. In general, it's the same process as you always would have in bidding. You're searching for an 8-card major fit. If you don't have that and you are okay to tolerate no trump, that's generally the place you're going to be. And if neither one of those are the case, then you sometimes have to end up in the minor. But that's what you're trying to find out. Can we land? Where's the best place to land? We've already committed to going to game. So it's a free-flowing communication process. And if the opponents do try to get involved here after you've done a 2/1 bid, you've already established that you have the points. So they could very well be in trouble if they open their mouth. So if you were able to do that by, say, 1 spade past 2 clubs and now they get involved over here, they could be in trouble because you've already had the chance to communicate. It's our hand, partner. So if they open their mouths, they might get themselves in trouble. So beware of that. If you've had that chance to communicate, and then if they do get involved and you don't have anything else to say, you can certainly pass because you've already agreed that your side is going to game. You're going to get game points or better in some strain. It may be in them double, for example, but you are going to get game points because you've committed to going to that level. Okay, so that's 2/1. It's opening hand versus opening hand, and it does not constitute a jump. Okay, so just to reiterate, spade has 3 options. An opening of partner, of 1 spade by partner has 3 options. 1 heart has 2. 1 diamond has only 1, and clubs don't have any. Poor clubs. All right, so let's bid some. So here we go. Partner opened a heart. All right, so this is one of the exceptions per se that we talked about. Okay, 6, 9, 12. I would open this hand to diamond, so that's the way I look when I look at my cards. When we used to look at them that way, when I see them on the screen, would I open this hand? And the answer to this is yes, I would. So I do have 4 spades and 5 diamonds, so I can actually bid my diamonds to communicate a 2/1. So in the robots play the same system. So you'll see that comes up forcing 2/1, that you have opening hand and you have biddable diamonds. I only actually promised 4 diamonds. Your partner is probably going to find out later that I have 5. It's because I'm going to bid my spades now. I could support their hearts, but I just want to kind of bid my spades just to show. 2 no trump, and then I'm just going to put it back in 4 hearts. Partners promised me 6, and we'll just go. We'll go to 4 hearts. All right. So, we'll go to the next hand here. All right, looks like the robot made 5 hearts there. So 2 cards is enough to support. It was just the 10 and the 4, I think. That's plenty. His partner promised 6. All right, so they have opened a club to our right, and as we can see, they have opening hand. So we don't have a 2/1 sequence here because clubs, you cannot have one. All right. This hand does have opening hand, but we don't jump there because this bid of 1 heart is just showing I have enough to respond at 6 or more. So it could be opening hand, it could even be stronger than, but it's anywhere from 6 or more. This is a forcing bid by responder. This hand has to come up with another bid, and this hand will show how many points they have going forward. So this hand promised 4 hearts. This hand denied 4 hearts, which they do not have, but they showed 4 spades, exactly 4 spades, because they would have opened a spade with 5. Okay, so now they're talking, and this hand is going to do a forcing bid. So this is change suit by responder. So this is a forcing bid. Okay, a non-pass hand, if they change suit, this hand has to bid again. All right. So this hand now, this hand on our east hand is going to come back and show 3 hearts because they didn't support it the first time. So this hand would actually show 3 hearts, and they'll probably this hand will probably go to 4 hearts, I'm guessing. Yep. And end the auction. So this hand says opening hand versus opening hand. This hand doesn't know this. So this hand has to force the action. But you don't jump on the first bid. So there you go. All right, so we're going to pass 1 no trump. All right, good. We have a transfer bid. This is lesson 5, Jacoby transfer. So they bid the suit below. Okay, it promises at least a 5-card major. They bid the suit below, and then this hand bids 2 spades. Okay, whether they have 2 spades, 3 spades, or 4 spades, there is a super accept, but this isn't asking partner how many spades they have. They open a no trump. This is telling partner bid. T is for transfer, which is I use this as tell. Stamen we ask. Okay, so a quick review of transfers, and then this hand passed. This hand does have 8 points, so they maybe could have invited with 2 no trump, but they decided not to. Their choice, because they may have game, or they may, yeah, if this hand had 17. So, but all right, here we go. Next hand. Partner opens a spade. Okay, so partner has opening hand, right? And 5 plus spades. What do we have? 5, 6, 7, 10, 14. Okay, so we would have opened this hand a heart, and hearts is the only suit over a spade opener that we promise 5 or more. So we're going to bid 2 hearts, and you'll show if you hover over it, it shows that that's the same meaning. 2 hearts, and then partners rebidding their spades. So they don't have 3 hearts with us. They have 6 spades. I like my hearts for no trump, but I'm still going to put it in 4 spades. So when you jump to game here, you're showing lower end of opening. It's actually 3 spades is stronger than 4 spades. 4 spades just says we have enough for game. I'm not interested in going to slam. It's called the concept of fast arrival. Ooh, we missing the ace, king, queen of spades. Hopefully they fall together. And yeah, if they don't, we're going down one. Come on. No. So we're not, I guess I didn't. Oh, no, we can establish the, come on, ace. There you go. All right. So now they'll be able to get rid of the potential diamond loser on the good hearts and make the, oh, oh, maybe the king of diamonds. I wasn't paying attention to the first trick. So, oh, I see what they're doing. That's goofy. All right, made the contract. So we will go on to the next one. So this one was a little goofy, but that it probably would have been okay in no terms. There was two stoppers. Oh no, they would have been able to get in clubs. So never mind, it wouldn't have been okay. So that was the right place. All right. Partner opened a spade, and we would have opened a diamond. So we'll go to two diamonds. Partner's rebidding their spades again. I'm gonna rebid my diamonds just to say that we can talk further. I'm still gonna put it back in four spades. Again, clubs were a problem. Diamonds, that might have ran a no trump, but it depends how many club tricks they could have got off the top and no trump. So we'll see where to take it from here. And we'll go on to the next one. All right. I think we will anyway. 6. All right. They open to our right, so they have opening hand and spades, 5 or more spades. They always promise a 5-card major if you open a major. Same kind of hand we had a couple hands ago, boards ago, that this is promising 5 hearts. This hand does not have 3 hearts. They rebid spades here. I know a lot of people wouldn't. I tend to just rebid. I tend to do 2 no trump with this hand, but it's your preference. I would play that this promises 5, 6 spades, but there is definitely different schools of thought. So you form your own opinion what you'd want to do in your partnership. A lot of people like this. I will bid no trump if I can tolerate it, and I don't consider this the end of the world for no trump. So I would bid no trump there. And we ended up in 4 spades. So this hand bid 3 spades, potentially saying I'm interested in talking some more, but this hand said no, I'm minimum. Let's just move on. Okay, so that's the concept of fast arrival. So this hand actually said I'm potentially interested in talking some more. Let's go. But this hand said not today. Let's just go to game, get to game, and we'll not interested in slam. That's an important concept when you're in the 2/1 sequence. If one of you just jumps the game, you're saying, yeah, I'm done talking. The other hand can still go on if they have a bunch extra, but the one hand saying I'm minimum opener, 12, 13, 14. We found our place to be. Let's play it there. 5, 9, 12. Open this one a spade. Do happen to have hearts, which might be a rebid. Okay, so they did one no trump forcing. All right, so we're gonna show our second longest suit up the line, and it happens to be hearts. Ooh, so that improved partner's hand, because this bid they said they didn't have opening hand. So why would they be jumping the game here? So somehow this really improved their hand. So maybe they have shortness. That they said this is good now. So they have 5 nice hearts to the king queen, okay, and 2 doubletons. A doubleton are suit, but they have queen 10 in their suit. So I would agree with partner. This was worth upgrading to opening hand. And once we showed the heart fit, and we went to game from there. So we nice bid, robot. Robots can't beat humans, the best humans, but they can be programmed to do the best, to do things usually right. All right, so all right, this is the 1 2/1 bid over one diamond. The only 2/1 bid is two clubs. All right, and they have that exception. They do have four spades, but they have five clubs. So this is fine. It's a longer suit they skipped over. If this was four spades and four clubs, we would have done a spade to bid up the line based on responders' order of suits. Okay, so this hand is going to rebid their diamonds. Probably not to do a reverse. This hand's going to show four spades, and then they're probably going to end up in three. Yep. So if you don't have an 8-card major fit and you've had a 2/1 sequence, that's generally the place you're going to end up, as long as you can basically stop everything, and they can. So that's where you'd end up. Okay. So 2/1 is opening hand versus opening hand. We're going to game, partner. We've communicated we have enough points. And it's not that much different than standard American if that's what you play. If nothing else, I'd like you to get introduced to 2/1 because a lot of other people play it. It's in general, it's a couple point difference. So I don't, and it really, the difference rarely comes up in, in a game where it'll make a difference. Because a lot of times in standard American, you have a 2/1 bid. You have that more than 10. So the difference is that 10, 11, bad 12, that is going to be, that you're going to use the standard American. So in 2/1, though, you have to have opening hands, so you're going to game. In standard American, you don't necessarily know where it's going to go. And that's usually one of the downsides that came up for me when I was playing standard American was we weren't sure where we'd at, and so then we would end up in, say, 3 no trump with 22 or 23 points because we didn't know what each other had. So I like this better. Again, it's opening hand versus opening hand, and we're going to game. So I like it to get the game if it's possible. Doesn't always make, certainly, but so I played as forcing to 3 no trump or higher. And there's some different nuances that you want to probably talk over with an experienced partnership. But in general, it's a natural bidding system, and I think it alleviates a lot of things. It's not perfect. There isn't any system that is. We talked about some of the downsides in lesson 7. With 1 no trump. 1 no trump forcing can be a little bit confusing, but the concept is to, if you don't have game going hand, that you try to find your right spot at the 2 level, where sometimes you end up finding your wrong spot at the 3 level in other systems. So I think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages of 2/1 game forcing. Certainly you can leave your comments and questions below. Reach out to me. Be sure to subscribe. I am putting these videos up for free. So I was hoping to get enough subscribers that YouTube will start to pay me. The subscriber rate has slowed down. So if you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing. All right. And you can also either sign up or not sign up. You don't have to, but it'll send you an email if when I've done a new video. You don't have to sign up for that or not, but please subscribe. Please like the video and share it with others so others can learn how to play bridge as well, and maybe find yourself a partner. All right, thanks, and we'll see you next time for lesson 10, I guess it would be. This was lesson 9.